Good morning, everybody. This is Jacob with Baby Bird Outdoors, and I got a pretty exciting video for y'all. So I received something in the mail that I'm really excited to show y'all. And I just want to start off by saying I am not affiliated with this whatsoever. This is strictly my opinion. I used my own money to buy this product. It was not sent to me, and it was not endorsed at all whatsoever. So just stay tuned. I got a really cool product to show y'all. It's for a Matthews bow. It's been getting a lot of hype. Some of it hate, some of it a lot of love. I just kind of wanted to try it. I put one in my hand the other day, and I was like, man, that it feels nice. So I bought one just to try it out, and I want to give you all my honest review. We're gonna shoot around with it. We're gonna first look at it, see what it looks like on my bow, see how the colors match and everything like that. If you guys aren't familiar with this style of box right here, this is going to be the UV Beereal grip. So this grip is designed for, I believe, a 2019 and newer's Matthews. I know on the older models you have to like take the glue off so the grip doesn't actually adhere itself to the bow. But with the Lift X, you have the option to just pop off grips and put new grips on. That was part of Matthews' main flagship design with the Lift X's. So on mine, it'd be super simple. Just got to pop the old one off, pop the new one on. But I will say is something about UltraView that I will announce is that their packaging is out of this world. They really put a lot of time and care into their packaging, which, yes, the price reflects that. You would hope that, for this style, for how much you paid for this, that the packaging would be nice. But that means something kind of else to me. For example, like this, I bought a Matthews Bridgelock Genuine UltraView sight, and it comes with this. It comes in its own box, everything ready to go for it. So that's the thing with UltraView. You're paying a lot of money for a good quality product, but what really matters to me is that they give you everything you would possibly need to work on their product. Like that sight, they give you all the Allen screws, an extra bubble, an extra thing, like a bunch of different sight tapes, so you can perfect a bow without ever having to buy anything extra. And I really like that from UltraView. So that's like this box. It is a cardboard box, but it's got a magnet. I mean, it's little stuff like that. You don't even think about that, but their packaging is astounding. So what I got here, go ahead and open it up. So guys, this is the Beereal grip. If you're not familiar with Chris B, he's an ambassador for Matthews, and I guess he was good buddies with the UltraView guy, so they kind of work together. This is their, Chris is the one that designed it, but UltraView is the one that pushes it as well. It's a comprehending thing. They sell it for each other, basically. But I got it in the Dune color, and this just kind of gives you a look of what this grip looks like. Now, I'm not going to lie, as you can see here, I already pulled it out of the box, kind of played with it a little bit yesterday, but I really wanted to show you guys what this grip kind of looked like. Now, it is different. It feels nice in the hand. You got a nice bigger bridge. I can see it really being beneficial to your lift guys. On the Lift 33s, the grip seemed to like taper off really badly at the bottom. And when I held my buddy's lift, it honestly hurt my hand. I wasn't a big fan of it. So I like the squared edges. It just feels nice in the hand. Like if you were actually to, grip it, hold it, it feels really comfortable in the hand. And we're going to go see how this thing shoots, My bow is pretty dialed in. It's one of those things where I'm comfortable to shoot at a deer. I killed a deer 3 weeks ago with it. Double lung shot, went 30 yards. So, oh, gee whiz. I am comfortable with my bow, and I'm curious to see if you're adding a bigger grip like this, if you have to do any resighting in or tuning or anything like that. Just because of this big square edge right here, I'm afraid it's going to cause my hand to move to the left, which and then I'm going to try to readjust with my bubble and possibly shoot to the right. That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. Just off of other videos that I've seen, people have had kind of the same situation. But let's throw this on the bow real quick. I'm so excited to show you guys. Let's throw this on the bow real quick, and you can see how easy it goes on. Alright guys, I got my bow here, so let's go ahead and actually take this quiver off. Let's see what we got. So this is the grip I currently have on it. It is a ShotSense. I think it's their original grip. I don't think there's anything. I don't think this is the taper one or the edge or whatever the other grips are called for the Lift X's. But all you got to do is just pop this bottom piece right here. It slides out of there. So there's the grip. There's the original Matthews grip. And you can kind of, let me put my bow down for a second. Show the comparisons here. You can kind of see the difference just by looking at these two. So this is a Matthews, this is the Beereal grip. You can see how much bigger the Beereal grip is, and I mean even right here, you can see how big that edge is. So I think for guys with longer fingers, now I was blessed with short fingers, so I don't have this problem, but I think with this the Matthews grip, I think guys are having, it hurts their thumb to be up against the side of the bow, and their pointer finger, they don't really have anywhere to do with it, so they're kind of forced to kind of do something with it. With the Beereal grip, your thumb is protected. Let me hold it on this side. Your thumb's a little bit more protected. It's not leaning up against the bow, and you have more for your finger to kind of hold on to and kind of hold itself into place. So I think that was the big change between the two. But let's go ahead and throw it on the bow so we can see what it looks like. Alrighty. So take this. Slides up right into there. Should just snap right into place. Oh, it doesn't snap. Okay. So yeah, so it's just a friction fit. Okay. Wow, look at that. I don't know about you guys, but I personally love the way that looks. Let's flip it to this side. So see, you have a lot bigger of a backbone for your palm, and I think that's what's going to help with the comfort in it. That's different. It gives your hand something to kind of rest on. If you're a guy like me, so what I do is I come in, I'll show you with my right hand, but I'll come in and when I grab the bow, I'll put it right here and then I'll just touch these fingers together and just kind of bring my other hands down. You know, you don't want to grab onto the bow, you don't want to torque it. But if you just touch your two fingers, and I think, yeah, that feels nice in the hand. I am curious to see how it would be shooting it. It is a little bit, I'm going to have to get used to holding the bow with that because of how much bigger the grip is putting my palm, this part back. So I think that's where we're going to be a little bit off to the right, if you want my honest opinion, because it is shoving my hand, the bottom part of my hand to the left, which in reality is going to make my top go to the right. We will be checking on that. I'm going to do 3 different yardages. We're going to shoot an arrow at 20, 30, and 40 and see what kind of group we get. Now, obviously, we're going to be shooting in a general direction. I have a 3D target set up outside, so it's not going to be perfect, but it's good enough to where if I went to take out a deer today, so we're going to see. And also what we're going to do is I am shooting the 2.3 Beast Broadheads this year. So we're going to be using the Beast Broadhead practice tip. So we can use my arrows and the practice tip to see exactly how this bow is shooting with my arrows with this new grip that I'm already comfortable shooting with. So yeah, let's go outside and go shoot this thing. Alrighty guys, so we're outside. We're going to be shooting at my 3D target right there. I have another camera set up on the part where I marked with the Sharpie, which will be right around the deer's heart. I'm gonna try my best to aim at that spot, but no promises. So I'm gonna do something different. Instead of using the Beast Broadhead practice tip, I am just gonna use my regular field points that I use. They've worked for me in the past. I haven't had a problem, so I don't think I will. But we will be doing one. This right here should be around my 20. I have a rangefinder. I'm about to range it. This should be my 20, and then we'll bump it back to 30 and 40. 3 arrows, each 10 yardage, and we should get a pretty good idea on how this new grip is reacting with the bow and how my shot is reacting with the new grip as well. But let's go ahead and range it. this is actually going to be about 20 yards right in here. So a little bit closer than actually what I thought we were. But hey, you know, you can't deny technology on that. And I trust that Leupold more than I trust my eyes. So we're gonna say 20 yards is right here. We're gonna aim at that blue dot and see how close we can get it. Also, this release right here is like $30 on Amazon. I bought it to see if I'd like a thumb release. It's a 4-finger. It's actually a really good release. It's not good for your D-loop, but I haven't been shooting it a whole bunch as far as practice-wise, but I am really thoroughly impressed with how this cheap release shoots. It's pretty impressive. So I will be switching to the UV button before long, but I'm just gotta pause for a second and really say how impressed I am with this release. But this is the release we're going to be using. So let's go ahead and send some downrange with the new grip. Okay, I punched the... Keep in mind, guys, I haven't shot this morning. I went hunting, but I did not shoot. So we might be a little cold to start with, but that was to the left, and I punched the crap out of that trigger. Let's try again. Let's slow down a little bit, and let's breathe. That was the leg. But we're still in foam. And there's no fill tip on this one. Alright, guys, I'm back with an arrow with a fill tip on it. So let's do our last shot at 20 with the new grip. So far, I will say this grip feels really nice in the hand. It does feel pretty. That's why I didn't have fill point. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. So this arrow, actually, I didn't realize I put this back in my quiver. Show y'all something kind of cool. When I first built these arrows, I actually broke the knock off of this arrow. You can see right there. I broke the knock. That explains why the fletchings are so new. It's been throwing air for a while. I haven't had corn in it in a while, but... Alright. So this is going to be an arrow with a lighted knock. Go back at 20 yards. We'll see how this last arrow shoots. Okay, so all 3 arrows were, in a pretty tight grip. I kept hitting the leg, so that's not ideal. Let me go pull these arrows out. You'll see the grouping on the other camera, but let me go pull these arrows out, and we'll move back to 30. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to show an ounce of defeat here. As you guys will see on the other camera, I have an arrow stuck in that buck's leg. What was once my nice big buck 3D target, whatever you want to call it, nice little Basket 8, is now a pretty good sized doe. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch to my practice arrows. It's the same Easton 5mm, same 50 grain half out, same 100 grain field points. Just the only differences in them is 2.5 tack vein that we're going to be shooting at them. So we're going to do 30 yards now. 20 yards is pretty atrocious. We're just going to say that I wasn't warmed up, you know. Haven't shot in a little bit. So that was atrocious. So grab this. Let's see where 30 yards is at. We'll go from there. I'm guessing 30 is going to be in here somewhere because 40 is back there. But let's see. 28.4. You guys are going to be like right at 30. 29.2. Okay, let's get 30 here. Let's put you guys right here. A little bit of a sinkhole right there. 31.1. Okay, 30's right here. So, one thing to take account for is that this is why we're also doing this test, is am I able to switch grips and go and shoot my bow at an animal and hit in the same spot? Now, this could be a fluke, could be the wind, could be, I mean, there's a lot of things that go in archery that factor into this. But those two bad shots, I honestly think were me. I don't think it was the grip, but not since I'm a little warm, the elbow's a little bit loose, yanking those arrows out. Let's shoot 3 more at 30. And if it's the same outcome, I'm going to say the grip is causing me to torque it to the left, which is not what I thought was going to happen. So it's a good thing we're doing it, because I thought I was going to be shooting. I thought I was going to be shooting to the right. Oh, excuse me. Never going to make it. But let's see here. So I'm going to put directly in there, and I'm also going to move my sight, my top pin down to 30, so we know roughly this is where everything should line out. All right, 30 yards, treat me better than 20. All right, I'll be honest with you guys, it looks like I barely missed the leg. So I am definitely doing something where the bow is going left. But that was a better shot. Let's aim a little bit above the ring. See, that's part of my problem. Okay, that one was a little higher, but it was, the up and down was good. That one kind of broke pretty quick, but I paid a little bit more attention to my bubble. So let's see what we have here. It's shooting high. So that's better. The left and right look dead nuts, but that's better than the craziness going around. And this could be me too. I mean, like I said, I haven't shot all day. I've come out, let's try it. No warm up, no nothing like that, and see how it does. You also got to be a pretty good archer too, which I am definitely struggling with. So let's go pull those arrows and let's do 4. Alrighty guys, so we're back near the 40 spot. 30 wasn't great, we were shooting a little high, but you know, we're just testing here. Oh wow, okay, we went too far. Now we're at 40, which I've never really practiced long distances just because at the tree stand that I hunt at is never really past 30, which I shot my deer 3 weeks ago. I shot it at about 25, 28 yards, and I shot that with my middle pin, which was supposed to be 30. But let's see, I'm gonna get you guys tilted a little bit to the right here. Let's see how we do at 40. See if we can redeem ourselves here. Aiming for the same spot. Now I am nearsighted, so I can't really see it, but I'm gonna try my best. Try to keep them all in the same spot. Really high. Wow. And keep in mind, guys, my sight tape might be a little bit off too. So this might also be the scope too. But if we hit in the same general area, we know that the grip is not what's affecting us. Okay. Wow. Guys, that was in the neck. I don't know what it is. I'm a pretty consistent shooter. I mean, I'm not a world-class archer by any means, but I can shoot when I want to. You know, guys, I kind of have mixed opinions. The grip feels really good at full draw. It feels comfortable in the hand. It doesn't hurt my hand. I just shot, what, 9 shots? And my hand doesn't hurt. So, as far as shooting-wise, it feels great. As far as overall comfortability, it feels amazing. The looks, it's definitely a 10 out of 10. It looks amazing. The shooting aspect, we might have to come back to. Because promptly today, guys, I cannot hit the broadside of a barn. I'm hitting the deer. It's a dead deer, but, well, except for that second shot. The second shot would be a dead deer. First shot was high. Second shot was kind of right in the goodies, possibly shoulder. Third shot was in the neck. So, regardless of how I'm shooting, the grip feels amazing. I honestly don't understand why it gets so much hate as it does. Maybe they changed something. I'm just not familiar with it. But I do know that they get a lot of hate for this grip, and I don't really understand why. I think it's more of a people bring personal feelings into the mix of it, which I've watched Chris B, so I don't personally have anything against him. He is a little bit different, so it's just some people just can't comprehend that, and he gets to do a lot of guys can't. So people get jealous, and they bring that into their honest review, but I don't care. I'm here for fun. I bought this bow for fun. I hunt for fun. So it's one of those deals where this grip, I don't care. Take the price off of it. I don't care what it costs. If it's a truly good product, which it seems to be, I don't see why people hate it. It is super comfortable. It feels nice in the hand. It looks good. I think it's everything that if you have a weird shaped hand or none of the Matthews grips that they offer feel right, I think it's a good offer. I think it's a good solution to your fix. Now, give you guys some specs. This is a 2025 Matthews Lift X 29.5. I believe I'm a 25 3/4 inch draw, shooting 60 pounds with Easton 5mm 400 grain arrows with a 50 grain Easton half out with 100 grain broadheads, excuse me. I just have CB blazers on the back of these with a 5.5 inch CB wrap. And I think it looks great. I think it's going to be a fit for me, and I think it's going to be a daily shooting for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to try to read all the comments. If you have this grip, leave me your honest opinion, what you think about it. If you guys want to see anything else archery related that I can do here, drop a follow. You know, I'm starting to do self-filming hunts. I did one this morning, didn't have any luck. I did see my target buck, couldn't get a shot off of him. But if you guys want to see anything else, please subscribe, please drop a comment, and we'll see y'all later.